Hello guys, Salty Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing the first season of Noragami. I stayed away from this anime for a while because the idea of gods fighting yokai is not that intriguing to me. Even though they aren't called yokai, it essentially feels like the same thing. In this anime, the main character Yato is a god that doesn't have any worshippers or a shrine dedicated to him. Even though he's a god, humans don't really know who he is. The other gods get much more praise than him. He takes on odd jobs for a cheap price, hoping to get more recognition from humans. At times, his jobs consist of eliminating phantoms that have negative impact on humans and other living things in his world. He uses a regalia to eliminate these phantoms. A regalia is a spirit that can form a contract with a god and can transform into a weapon that a god can use. One day, a girl named Hiyori saves Yato from being hit by a car, but as a result, her soul is now loose and is separated from her body at times. She's a half phantom now. Yato looks to repay her by fixing her issue. Hiyori is now hanging out with Yato and helping him find regalia so that he can fix her issue. The mystery is actually pretty good in this anime series. In the early episodes, there's lots of build up to the big mystery of just who is Yato, and why does he desperately want humans to notice him. The other gods are giving small hints that Yato may not be a good person because of his terrifying past. You can't help but wonder what horrible things did Yato do in the past. I just had to finish this anime series so I could finally find out the truth. The anime did a great job at getting me interested in the plot. I'm glad they didn't wait until near the end of the series to set up this drama, otherwise I probably would have dropped it. There is also good drama involving Hiyori. Yato felt guilty about what happened to Hiyori's soul, and you just know there's going to be some emotional scenes regarding it later on in the show. It was very interesting to see how far Yato would go to fix Hiyori's soul. The odd jobs aspect may sound boring at first, but there are actually interesting jobs where Yato has to deal with the difficult job of helping out a person that's being bullied or having very negative emotions. Just what is the right approach a god should take? I did not care for Yukine, and I hate his arc. He was a regalia that was contracted to Yato. He was so annoying to watch. Even before his arc started, he was always complaining about everything. During his arc, his behavior was unbearable, and his so-called redemption wasn't that great because at the end, he's just back to his complaining ways. He basically starts off as an annoying character that whines a lot. Then his arc begins, and he is very horrific. And once his arc ends, he just goes back to being annoying again. You would think, with all that character development, he would change to a likable character. But nope, he still complains and acts annoyed towards Yato. I have not watched the second season, by the way, so he could have turned into a great character in season 2, but in this first season, he's just a terrible character to watch. I don't care for the fight scenes. It's mainly Yato fighting off against phantoms, and then he fights off against a god at the end. The god fight was good, but the phantom fights took much of the screen time and I felt bored watching it. It just seemed like a typical scene about eliminating yokai. There wasn't any amazing ability being used, just Yato swinging his sword around. It wasn't like an intense battle involving strategy because the phantoms aren't really that intelligent. People really like this anime series for the characters. I get why people like Yato. He's energetic and upbeat. He never gives up and it's funny to watch. The other two main characters though were terrible to watch. I have already talked about why Yukine is a terrible character, but I don't really like Hiyori either. She doesn't whine that much in comparison to Yukine, so that's not why I don't like her, it's just that she's just boring to watch. There is nothing about her personality that seems interesting. She's not funny, she doesn't have that much charisma, and she's not strong during battle. There is just nothing about her that's interesting. I did not like the opening song for a season, but the ending song was good. The music throughout the anime was pretty good during the emotional scenes and the fight scenes. The animation style looked good, and the animation during the fight scenes looked good as well. The characters moved naturally during the fights. I found this anime enjoyable to watch for the most part. It has a likable main character, and a good mystery as well. It's just that Yukine's arc was irritating to watch. I was so glad when that horrible arc was over. I give this anime a 7 out of 10. So that's all I'm going to talk about for today. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.